We're taking a look at Lord of the Rings again this morning. Gonna go continue on our campaign here. Good morning, Twitch and YouTube. We're having a tough morning, just getting the machine running here today, but overall we all right. All right, so we're gonna play Knife in the Dark today, which is the fourth mission in the Fellowship of the Ring portion of the Lord of the Rings campaign. I'm gonna still run the same deck that I've been running, the Hobbits deck. We end up with, out of the campaign, we kept Gandalf's Delay, that's still out there. I also have Mr. Underhill, and we've got, from Beaten Fog on the Barrow Downs, we got Hoton Bombadil, which he's a great card. I'm going to end up drawing my opening hand here, and probably, if I have the mulligan, I'll just shuffle him back into the deck, and we'll see if he shows up. But I can only use him once the entire campaign. Once I use him, he goes away. This mission here is a pain in the ass, because my Hobbit deck doesn't really have a whole lot of answers to things in the staging area as far as enemies are concerned, and we got this asshole up here who pretty much just continues to beat the living piss out of us the whole time. So we're going to have to figure out how to deal with him, or I just eat the threat increases every turn until we just outrun them, which might very well be the best strategy for us. Otherwise, we got to deal with trying to keep as many of these guys out of the encounter deck as possible and find a way to beat this guy at the very end, which, if the allies I have in my deck show up the way they should, we should be okay, but sometimes things don't work out quite the way you want. All right, so we're gonna hit the ground running here. Let's go. Let's draw our opening hand. Hold on, my opening hand is already drawn. There it is. Boom. We put Hoton Bombadil in our hand. Alright, so we got an ally, that's good. Got some card draw, actually got a couple of allies, that's good. We got a fast hitch, and a Daeron's Runes. I feel pretty good actually about this hand. I think I may actually keep it, because I have to mulligan the whole thing, so I think we're going to keep this and see what happens. Alright, get some resources, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Where'd the One Ring go? We can't lose the One Ring. That to the back here. Alright, so here we go. It says we're playing campaign mode. The Knife in the Dark. Those Black Horsemen have passed through Bree. On Monday, one came down the Greenway, they say. When one came down the Greenway, they say, and another appeared later, coming up the Greenway from the south. Our setup is add all copies of Ringwraith, the Witch King, Midgewater, Weathertop, aside out of play. They're all over here. Add the Prancing Pony and Bill Ferny to the staging area. There's asshole Bill Ferny and Prancing Pony. I'll read those in a minute. It says Frodo and his companions arrive at Bree to find the shadow of the Black Riders already on the crossroads town. Unsure of who to trust, they decide to lodge at the Prancing Pony. There they meet a friend of Gandalf named Strider, who offers to lead them to Rivendell, but their movements are also tracked by less savory folk. Flip this. In the dark and loneliness, they are the strongest. They will not openly attack a house where there are lights and many people, not until they are desperate, not while all the long leagues of Eredor still lie before us. But their power is in terror, and already some in Bree are in their clutch. They will drive these wretches to some evil work. Fernie and some of the strangers, and maybe the gatekeeper too. Alright, it says the players cannot advance while the Prancing Pony is in play, which basically means we have to actually leave the Prancing Pony to get out of trouble in Bree. Alright, the Prancing Pony says if there's a response after the players travel here, the first player puts one ally into play from our hand, and that's why I wanted to make sure I had allies. We have the Northern Trackstar and the Billion Lookout, so we'll be okay. They're not the best allies. I'd rather have an ally like Treebeard, but I'll take what I can get. Forced, after the Prancing Pony leaves play, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until X enemies have been discarded. X is the number of players in the game. Put each discarded by this effect into play, engage with the first player. So once we leave the Prancing Pony, at least one enemy is going to be up our ass. So that's going to be that. Everything's all set. Bill Fernie up here. He's it says players can optionally engage Bill Fernie, so he's going to literally sit up there. Forced, at the beginning of the staging step, either shuffle one out of play Ring Wraith into the encounter deck, or each player raises his threat by one for each non-fellowship hero he committed to the quest. So that's why he's an ass. Because I don't want to put any of these guys in the encounter deck if I can help it. Because doing so makes this quest increasingly more difficult. And obviously it spikes your threat. But running the Hobbit deck, I've got the threat to spare a little bit. And I do have some mechanics to lower my threat with Mary if any enemies show up. Gandalf can show up and lower our threat too. But ultimately, I don't want our threat to be too high so that these enemies auto-engage us if we're not ready for them, because if they do, we're dead in the water. But Bill Fernie's just going to keep shooting at us the whole time with trying to shuffle those ring wraiths into the encounter deck. Even if we kill them, they go to the discard pile, and then when the staging step every quest phase comes around, if I can't handle the threat increase, he takes one of them from the discard pile and shuffles them in. Anywhere out of play, it does not matter as long as they must be in the encounter deck. Otherwise, he affects wherever the hell they are. I can remove them from the game. I can put them underneath. There's a travel location they go underneath. He goes and grabs them from anywhere. So he's a pain in the ass. Like there's lots of players who with this quest will build a deck that targets the staging area just to take care of him. That will make this quest a lot easier. I'm not aiming to try to do a whole lot of work on my deck just to target one guy. And also, I feel it makes the overall mechanics of the Hobbit deck that I'm running here overall weaker, and it may actually not be worth it to make those changes just to deal with him, because he's the only one that stays up there. Everybody else I can optionally engage and drag him down, but he stays up there. I think there's one other guy that if a certain board state is in play, he can't be optionally engaged too, but Bill Fernie just stays up there the whole time. And that's my my suggestion for dealing with him is if you want to build a deck that has some staging area attacks, to just get rid of him as fast as possible, or understand that you're going to deal with burning up your threats just going to keep spiking, and that the pace of the quest is going to have to be a lot faster if you're not running like a low threat Hobbit deck like I am. So, all right, here we go. We're gonna shoot here. So we got our resources. So we are at the planning phase. Here we go. I will right out of the box. I'm going to play Daeron's Runes. So I'll draw 2. 1, 2. There's Treebeard. That's great. And I have to discard a card. That's a little more difficult because my hand's actually really good. I don't really want to dump any of the songs because those boost my. I'm gonna dump Tom Bombadil. I mean, I know he's good, but he's I'm probably not going to use him in this quest, so I'm going to just discard him right now. All right, I'm going to spend 1 to get Fast Hitch. I'll throw that on Sam so that he can defend and attack for me. Don't. I will spend 1 of Mary's to put Song of Wisdom on Mary. So that he has a song, because he can be my song guy this turn, or this game. And that's going to be it for this turn. One thing we didn't get was we didn't get any of our resource generating. We did get a song which will help smooth our resources around so that we're able to use other things. All right, so the threat in the staging area is 3 and 2, so 5 total. All right, so we got a quest for 5. There is no active location. We need 8 to get out of here and be out of the Prancing Pony. So we need 12 total progress to get us out of here. All right, so, and right off the bat, he's going to start spiking our threat. So, obviously, going to quest with Frito. 2, 4, 6, 9. 9. All right, so I've quested with 9. I've quested with 3 additional people above the ring bearer, so I spike my threat by 3 because of Bill Fernie, because I don't want to shuffle them into the deck. Threat of 9. I don't have a way to look in the encounter deck, so we're just going to wing it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, fire. Found Chetwood, a location. It adds +1 threat and +1 attack to all the spy enemies like Bill Fernie. So it adds 2, so we win the quest by 2. So 1, 2. There are no enemies that I can optionally engage. I can travel, though, and I will travel to Chetwood. Let's get rid of that thing, because I don't want those guys to get stronger. Let's see, this is going to... The speed of this is going to ramp real quick. Having Frodo's Intuition early is going to help, because it's going to draw some cards and give us one round of boosted questing. So that's going to be good. All right, that's the end of the round. Yeah. All right, so here we go. We drew another Song of Wisdom. That does not help us as much. Right out of the box, I'm going to play Frodo's Intuition. We're going to gamble and hope that I don't need to use the One Ring this turn. So we will play Frodo's Intuition, which draws us 1 card for each Hobbit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now Resourceful shows up a turn late. It also gives us +1 willpower to each character for 1 round. Put that out there so I don't forget it. Okay. Man, I almost want to spend them all just to get Resourceful out so I can start generating some more resources. That was not a good card draw for us. Alright, yeah. 2, 3, 4. I'll put Resourceful out. I don't like it, but I'll put it out. I'll put it on Hip here. So now he'll generate 2 resources. Actually, I'll put it on Mary since he's already got a song out. I'll put Mary and he'll generate 2 resources. Unfortunately, that's all I can do here. That's pretty freaking terrible. Okay. So again, we're going to quest for 9 against 5. 3. Still winging it. Actually, hold on. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 this time because I have the extra willpower. 13. Card is... When revealed, the first player must either exhaust the One Ring or raise the threat by 3. I'll just exhaust the One Ring. Sucks, and it surges into... When revealed, I must either... Oh, fuck. Let's either remove 2 heroes as you control from the quest or shuffle and add a play Ring Wraith into the encounter deck. Yet. So if I removed 4, I would still win the quest. I should win the quest by 4. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll go ahead and do that. Actually, shit, I pull out 6. If I pull 2 hobbits out, so it would be... I would only win by, what, 2? Well, chat, I don't know what to do, man. I don't really want to put a freaking Ring Wraith into the encounter deck and guaranteed... I'm 100% by the end of the quest guaranteed to see him. And if I don't have everything built up just yet, he'll eat my lunch. Um, but winning this quest by freaking 8-2. I'm going to gamble. We'll throw him in there. I don't want to. I'm stupid. But we're doing it. All right, so I threw him in there. I'm going to discard it. I think I can deal with one, as long as I don't have to put another one in there. All right, so we won by 13 total. It was 2, 4, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They only have 5, so we win by 8. So Chetwood will get 2, and that's damage. Chetwood is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so we have enough to get through Trouble and Bree. I will I will travel to the Prancing Pony this time. We will make that the active location, and I will put Treebeard into play. He goes in exhausted, but he'll ready right away. If I don't have Treebeard in my hand, there's a big chance I don't put that ring wraith in there, because Treebeard can help me defend and kill him, because he boosts my attack by a ton. It also generates resources every turn, which allow me every couple of turns I can ready him to like quest or defend and attack. So that's a big deal for him. All right, so that is the end of the travel phase. There are no enemies I can engage because Bill Fernie doesn't let me. So that is the end of the turn. So we will ready and boop up. Ups my threat by 1. Hello. Treebeard, and Treebeard generates a resource. We generate an extra resource with Mary. Hallelujah. We actually got the drinking song, and that is going to probably get played right away. I'm going to probably play my Song of Kings, I think. Mary will play Song of Kings on himself. Oop. Now play Drinking Song, and I'm going to pray that we find a couple of good cards here. Okay, we found a friend of friends. We found both freaking Security Condors. That doesn't help us. Really not a great hand draw either. All right, so Mary will spend 1, and Sam will spend 1, and we will get a Steward of Gondor. Since Mary's the guy right now, we'll put Steward on Mary. We'll exhaust the Steward to generate 2 more resources. Spend those 2 resources to put Unexpected Courage on Mary, our all-star right now, so that I can quest with him and use this ability, or have him attack, or whatever I need him to do. Having a friend of friends is nice. Gandalf's always nice. Right now we're in an okay spot. I don't like our threat being as high as it is, but you got to do what you got to do. With only Bill Fernie out there, and I need to win by 4 to get out of Bree. I'd like to, or out of the Prancing Pony. I'd like to be in a little bit better spot because all I have is Treebeard. I need my card draw, which I just had some, and it didn't really help me as much as I'd hoped. All right, so that is the end of our planning phase. We're ready to commit to the quest. We're facing 3 with 1 to come. The quest with 2, 5. Not going to be any enemies that I care about. 6, 7. 7? 7 wins. That's the quest. 7, 8, 9. I'll go with 9. Bump my threat by 2 for the 2 non-fellowship guys. And Mary will be ready to help us if there's anything we need. Okay, so here we go. 9 versus 3. 3, 2, 1. Get bent. Each ally gets... When revealed, each ally gets -1 willpower until the end of the round. Deal 2 damage to each ally with 0. That is none of them, so that is a great card for us. Discard that. He isn't -1 willpower, so we're now at 8. Committed to the quest instead of 9. We actually won by 6, which nukes the Prancing Pony. And it gets us out of Bree as well. So we have successfully defeated the traveled into the Prancing Pony. We have to discard cards from the top of the deck until we reveal an enemy. Let's pray that the enemy is somebody we can handle. It's a Shady Breelander. These get discarded. Bye-bye. Alright, Shady Breelander says, while the One Ring is also Shady Breelander, games cannot be optionally engaged. That's the guy I was talking about earlier, that he can stay in the staging area. He attacks for 3, 1 defense 4. He only takes 5 to kill. He is a 28. My threat is 30, but because of Pip's ability, the engagement cost for enemies is +1 for each Hobbit hero, so he is actually a 32, which means that Sam will ready, and I will draw a card for Mary. Mr. Will's a good card. All right. So that helps us be able to defend his attack, because Sam's going to have a defense of 2 against his attack of 3. It's not the best situation in the world, and then we'll be able to attack him back for a couple, so it'll help. Okay, so that is the end of the travel phase. Discard that. We also successfully got through Trouble in Bree, so that advances the quest to the next stage. We go into the wild. His plan, as far as they could understand it, without knowing the country, was to go towards Atchit at first, but to bear right and pass it on the east, and then steer as straight as he could over the wildlands to Weathertop Hill. In that way, they would, if all went well, cut off the great loop of the road, which further on bent southwards to avoid the Midgewater marshes. But, of course, they would have to pass through the marshes themselves, and Starter's description of them was not encouraging. Stage 2B says, when revealed, add Midgewater to staging area. Throw Midgewater up here. At the end of the round, and each player places 1 progress on the current quest. 1 progress on the current quest. At the end of the round, either remove X progress from the current quest or shuffle 1 out-of-ranked ring race into the encounter deck. X is the number of players in the game. We cannot advance while Midgewater's in play. Okay. So I need to continually quest hard enough to put at least 1 progress here every turn so that I'm not shuffling ring race into the deck, because I don't want to do that if I can help it. And we also have to travel to Midgewater. While we go to Midgewater, as well with Midgewater's active location, enemies cannot attack, take damage, or be engaged. Now, that sounds like a good thing. And in a solo play, it's not so bad. But in like a multiplayer game, you're putting 4 or 5 cards up into the staging area, and you're just going to get smashed by them by the end of it. After Midgewater becomes active location, return each engaged enemy in play to the staging area. So if I do happen to have like the Shady Breelander still here, he would go back to the staging area, because he's not going to go into the marshlands. But I don't plan on him surviving more than a turn, because I'm going to hopefully defend him here without too much problem. And then Mary and Sam will smack him for half of his health, and then next turn Treebeard will join the fray and help me kill him. Alright, so that's the end of advancing our quest. We are at the optional engagements. We can't optionally engage. I can travel. Don't know if I want to. I think I'm going to wait. I need to win this quest. I need to put enough quest points here first. I need to win the quest by enough to not have to worry about having to win the quest by like 10. So I think I'm going to try to wait to travel to Midgewater first. So I'm going to try to take this guy out first. So no optional engagements. No, I'm not traveling. No optional engagements. He gets a shadow card. I will defend it with Sam. Sam has a defense of 2 because he just readied and he's fighting somebody with a higher engagement cost. So he hits for 3. Shadow effect is oh, oh wow, that is absolutely terrible. Actually, no, we don't care because there is no other player, so it doesn't do anything. He doesn't attack me twice. At least that's how I interpret that. All right, so he hits me for 1, so I take 1. Not there. 1. Discard that. We will do that. And then Mary and Sam during our attack will attack for 2, 3, doing 2 points of damage to them. That's that. That's all we can do. That's the end of the turn. And are ready for the next round. He gains 1, 2, 3. And our card that we drew was Build a Pony! You like Build a Pony? Oh, and Treebeard also gets a resource. We like Build a Pony. Build a Pony comes into play for free, adding a hit point to all the hobbitses. So they all have an extra hit point. I will spend 1 from Sam. I will put Friend of Friends into play. Hopefully we find one of the other ones sooner rather than later. I don't think I need Gandalf right now. I don't need to use the Power of Orthanc. I think that's a dead card this game. Alright, that's the end of my planning phase. We're going to commit to the quest now with 2 facing 6 up there. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nine, 10. So 10. All I can do. Could get at least 1. Hopefully it's better than that. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. It is a pathless country. Pathless country gets +4 quest points while in the staging area. It's a 2. It's actually not terrible for us. Just +4 quest points just means like guys like Northern Tracker can't just. It takes them longer to get rid of it. All right, so I do have to increase my threat by 3. 1, 2, 3. Staging area has 8. We win by 2. So that puts 2 over here. 2. All right, so we do have to deal with this guy. I'll defend it with Treebeard this time. So he hits for 3, 4. I take a point of damage on Treebeard. Then I will use both of these to ready. And then we will attack for. I need Treebeard too. Damn. The Treebeard will hit him and just smash him and kill him. He does 4. That will do enough damage to kill him, so he goes away. Out of pathless country. That's all right. So all right. So that's the end of the round. Ready. Also steward to get 2, and he gets 1 for resourceful. There's our boy. All right, here we go. Now we get to start looking at the encounter deck, and that really helps us out. So we're going to have a Shady Breelander, no big deal there. Okay, I had 2, so we'll be at 8, 9, 10. uh, uh, 35 threats. I can quest for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'll be at 10, so I'll win by 2. I'll put this with 3 tokens in there. I would probably travel to Midgewater at that point. Need to play Gandalf now. I'd love to bring him in and zap Bill Fernie up there. But, man, drawing cards would really help us here. I think that's going to be the play. All right, so I am going to play Gandalf. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. We'll bring Gandalf into play, and I'm going to draw 3 cards from playing Gandalf. 1, 2. Fantastic draws. All right, I'll spend Mary's 3. 1, 2, 3 to put the lookout into play. I may discard the enemy if I want to. I don't know if I want to discard the enemy. I know that it's the Shady Breelander. I want to discard it. There's worse things, so I think I'm just going to leave it. We'll spend 1 of Sam's here. Song of Travel. You know what? I don't need. I will do it. I'll put Song of Travel out there. Back. And then I'm going to Drinking Song. Hope to find some other cards that are useful to us. Boom! That is huge. That is a huge pull right there. I'll spend 1 to get a Friend of Friends out. I'll put that on Frito. And that gives Sam 1, 1, and 1. And Frito 1, 1, and 1. And an extra hit point to actually make Sam a 5 hit point character, which is bonkers right now. That would have been nice to have with Gandalf because I would have just sneak attacked him instead. I will spend 2 of Frodo's to play Hobbit Intuition, which gives everybody, all the Hobbitses, +1/+1/+1 willpower for this turn. We are going to smash the living hell out of this quest. I also get to draw 1 card for each hero, or each Hobbit hero. 4. Huge pull again. There it is. The machine, folks, the machine is running. It just took a minute to find all the pieces. The machine is running. I report again. The machine is running. Do not have any. Oh, I forgot to give first to weird. The only thing missing is our girlfriend Rosie Cotton. If she showed up, we'd be gold. I will spend Mary's last resource to play Fast Hitch and put that on Frodo so that I can now use him multiple times a turn as well. All right, guys, I feel pretty good about where we're at right now. We're facing 8 in the staging area. I think I can actually quest pretty good without using a whole bunch of hobbits if I don't need to, so I can keep my threat somewhat under control. Because a lot of the bad guys are going to come at us now, bro. 4 from Frodo. 8 total from 4 from Gandalf for 8. 9. I got to use Sam. 14. 15. 16, 17. 17. I sort of go up by 1 because I am using 1 hobbit that is not ring or a fellowship hero. So 17. They're going to have 10 because we know it's a Shady Breelander. Bang. So they're going to be at 10. We win by 7. So 1, which is enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where it's travel phase, I'm going to travel to Midgewater. Make that the active location. As soon as we do that, everybody's returned to the staging area, so we don't care about that. We are going to sit with 8 up there, though, which is fine. That is going to be the end of everything because we cannot do anything else. Actually, hold on. I need to use Mary's ability to lower my threat by 2. Because I can do that when the Shady Breelander shows up. And then we are ready to refresh. Gandalf says, farewell, friends. Whatever, keep protecting the ring bearer and the One Ring is not that important. That is a great card draw for us. Mary's going to power up with all his stuff here. He gets 1 for Resourceful and 2 for Steward. Frodo's got... Okay, so we're going to spend 2 of Mary's right away. And I got to get rid of the extra willpower here from everybody. We're going to spend 2 from Mary to play Fireside Song on Mary, which is going to make Mary a absolute beef house questing character. Where'd it go? So Mary's going to get +1 willpower for each song that he has. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 songs on him. 1, 2, 3, 4. So his willpower goes up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That song. The Fireside Song is so freaking good. It's not even funny. So he's got a lot of crap on him. I need to adjust his stuff here. I need that to be more visible. Song up here. Fireside Song. There we go. Better. I will make sure I exhaust the Steward because that was used. Alright, so Mary just took some steroids and now he's got a ton of willpower. I think I am going to roid up with Frodo's Intuition again. That is the last one in the deck. So that will again add +1 willpower to all the hobbitses. 1, 2, 3, 4. And draw us 1 card for each hobbit here. 2, 4. There's our girlfriend. Oh no, another Fireside. Another Fireside Song. Okay, so that gives us our girlfriend, Rosie Cotton. Yeah, we're going to play her. And Sam's and 1 from Mary so that I can have Test of Will in play if I need it. We'll put Rosie out here. The only thing missing is the 3rd fast hitch to put it on Rosie Cotton. If we did that, we would be golden. I did not give a resource to Treebeard again. Do that this time. Alright, I think we're in good shape. I'm not going to do anything else this turn. It took us a while to get our resource generators, so it took a little bit to get the machine running, but the machine is up and running. I mean, at this point, as long as I don't go crazy or anything absolutely bonkers comes off the encounter deck, which I can look at. Look at the encounter deck. And Martha River Song says, when it's a surge card, weapon that attaches to a Nazgul. So it'll just surge because there aren't any Nazgul out. So the bit downside to that is I don't know what card's coming now, but okay. All right, so we got to commit to the quest. We need to win by 6, 7. Got to discard 1. I need to win by 6. I still have 1 extra here. I need to win by 6 to get out of the marshland. That'll get us to stage 3 because we already have enough here, but we got to do it this turn. Otherwise, it could start getting out of hand. All right, so here we go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got to use Mary. 13. Ready him right away. 13. 18. We're up by 10. I need to win by 6, so unless something absolutely bizarro. And I have Rosie over here that I can give her 2 if I need it. Or she can contribute her 2 willpower if we need to. 18 versus 10 with a Surge. So that'll Surge because we don't have any Nazgul enemies. Surges into this card. Must either remove 2 heroes you control from the quest or shuffle and outplay ring rates. I'll just remove 2 heroes. 2 heroes? Shit, that hurts. Alright, so I quested with 1 hobbit or 2 hobbits that are out. Have to remove 2 heroes from the quest. Holy shit. That really hurts. That's going to be a no. I'm going to say no on that shit. I'll spend the 1 resource here to play Test of Will and tell that card to fuck itself. Yeah. Alright, so that gets rid of, Test of Will gets rid of the when revealed effect, so that when revealed effect is awful. So that would cause us to lose the quest. Or maybe only win by 1 and they don't go there, don't put them in there. So yeah, we're going to discard those. We're going to actually win the quest by 10 instead of win by maybe 1. So Test of Will was good. So we can get the 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that will cash in Midgewater. Midgewater goes to the victory display. We successfully completed Into the Wild. So Into the Wild advances as well. And advances us to stage 3A. 3A comes out. It says, Star has led Frodo and his companions to Weathertop, where he hopes to meet Gandalf. Instead, they find the Black Riders waiting for them. As the sun goes down, the Nazgul close in on their prey. Add Weathertop and the Witch King to the staging area. There's the Witch King. He's a dick. And Weathertop. Weathertop's actually a good location for us. When revealed, add Weathertop and the Witch King to the staging area, search the encounter deck and discard pile, and add each Nazgul enemy found to the staging area and shuffle the encounter deck. I believe there's only one. And that's the one that we put in there earlier. Oh, there he is. Ah, shuffle close. Oh, there he is. That advances us to stage 3B. Says if there are no Nazgul enemies in play, the players win the game. There are 5 tall figures, 2 standing on the lip of the dell, 3 advancing. In their white faces burned keen, merciless eyes. Under their mantles were long robes. Upon their gray hairs were helms of silver. In their haggard hands were swords of steel. Their eyes fell on him and pierced him as they rushed towards him. Desperate, he drew his own sword. Alright, so in order to travel to Weathertop, I have to exhaust the One Ring, which will 100% guarantee that the Witch King engages us. I have to be ready to deal with that. I am not ready to... Actually, I could deal with it this turn. Our threat is 37. This is with Mary. If they're at +4, so it's 30. He's 45, 49. He's a 39, so I've got a couple turns before he shows up. Fernie's still going to be up there. I can't do anything about him. He's going to come down too, so we've got to be ready for that. Okay. All right, so it's a little bit more of a mess. I'm not as comfortable with the situation as I was hoping to be. Mostly because there's an extra dude that's going to be in the party here. Quest phase. The Witch King I can deal with. These two guys come down. I would ready Sam. I could ready Treebeard to help defend too. I could Mr. Underhill. Definitely Mr. Underhill, the Witch King. And then Sam would defend the Shady Breelander. And then Frodo and Sam combined would kill the Shady Breelander. Yeah. And then that's kind of where we're at right now. Pip is still up. He could throw his damage in. Have any resources, so we can't use any of the cards on our hand. I don't need. The only thing I really need out of my hand is the sneak attacks of the Athelian Lookout. And the Athelian Lookout. Okay, so we are at the travel phase. If I travel, there's no reason not to. I'm going to get these guys anyway, and the longer I wait, this guy's going to join the party. So I'm going to travel them to Weathertop now. So we will travel to make Weathertop the active location. Nothing special I have to do to make that happen other than exhaust the One Ring. So we will exhaust the One Ring. That lowers his threat by 30, so engagement time. Here comes the Witch King and the Shady Breelander. They both decide to join the party. It does lower the threat of everything in the... while Weathertop is in the victory display, each enemy gets -1. So it's not up there yet. So we got to complete a quest phase with these assholes up here. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're at 8. With these guys engaging, Sam stands up. I draw a card for Mary ability. They get Shadow card. Characters with 1 willpower less cannot defend against attacks made by the Witch King. Okay. He also gets a Shadow card. Alright, so I am going to add Mr. Underhill to the victory display and choose an engage enemy with me until the end of the round. That enemy cannot attack me. That will mean the Lich King cannot attack me because I am going to pick him. So victory display. Lich King's attack would not have mattered, so that just gets started. So he can't attack me this turn, and then I will defend the Shady Breelander's attack with Sam. Who Sam defends for 1, 2, because he's got Friend of Friends, and then he stood up, gives him 3, so he attacks for 3. So he bounces his attack, and I can use Rosie Cotton over there if I need to. Nope, I bounce his attack with Sam, so the discard there. I will ready Sam and Frodo. Holy crap, how much damage do I have here? Can I actually do anything to the Witch King with these guys? Can I kill the Witch King this turn? That'd be awesome. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I can get him to 1. I can't kill him, I can get him to 1. Or I kill the Shady Breelander and do some damage to him. I think we're going to do that. Alright, so we will... I need to do 5 to the Shady Breelander. So... ready Treebeard. So he can attack. Treebeard and Mary will... Treebeard and Mary will kill the Freelander for 4, 5. So the Shady Breelander will go bye-bye. And then everybody else will jump on the Witch King. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do 8 to him, so we'll do 3 points of damage to him. 1, 2. Okay, that's the end of the turn. Nothing else we can do. We are refreshing. Ready for the next round? Gain 2, gain 1 for resourceful. Do Dayron's runes. Go ahead and play the Dayron's runes. Draw 2, discard 1. Not see any need for Fireside Song again. Have some guys that can chump block for me if I need them to. Ideally, we don't need it. I'm gonna Fireside Song or Drinking Song this. See what comes out of my deck. Pretty much the same hand draw. I got a Gandalf. Gandalf's good. Okay. All right, looking at, let's see what's coming off the encounter deck for us. Encounter deck says Jetwood. That makes the other bad guys threat worse. We don't care about that. It adds 2, so it'll be 10. So we need a quest for 10. Can I kill both of these guys this turn? That's the real question. I need to do 9 to kill the ring wraith up there. I need to do 11 to kill the Witch King. Can't do that much damage. So I don't want to fight them both at the same time if I can help it. Okay. Get a little froggy and I could sneak attack Gandalf in a couple times. Just do that. Ah, yeah, we're going to do that. You can come in and do... He would do 8 damage. And it's direct damage, right? I would say no. It would still... Oh, no, you just do it. You kill that guy. Yeah. All right. All right, so I don't think I'm going to play any other cards here. Nothing I need. There's nothing that I drew that I need other than the sneak attacks. So right before, actually during the staging step, I'm going to sneak attack Gandalf onto the board, and he's going to do 4 damage to this guy right here. No, those are quest points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then at the end of the planning phase, he will come back to my hand from sneak attack, and now we're on to the questing phase. On the questing phase, I will spend 1 resource and play sneak attack again, and we will sneak attack Gandalf back into the game again, and he is going to Zort the ring wraith out of the staging area for 4 more damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, which will kill him, so he gets discarded. And then he will commit to the quest. Screw it. 4. Discard all the extra willpowers here. 4, 7, 8. I should have waited. 8. Need to be able to kill this guy too, so I'm facing 5 with 2 to come, so 8's not enough to get us out of Weathertop, but I don't think we care. 8. And I don't think I care about questing with hobbits either. 8. 14. Take the hit there. 15. We'll win by 7. That'll put Weathertop in the staging or in the victory display. Yeah. All right. We're good there. 3, 2, 1. Here comes that location. Chetwood adds 2 to the 2 threat to the staging area. 1, 2. We have 14 against the staging area 7, so we win by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's more than 4. Adds up to the victory display. We can travel if we want to. I'll travel to Chetwood just to get it out of there in case anything really wonky happens. But I don't think we're going to play one more turn. So Gandalf comes back to my hand at the end of the quest phase. Then we may have to play another round because I just won't have enough damage to kill him. Treebeard didn't get his resource. Treebeard will defend the attack from the Witch King, because he can. We'll probably kill him, but that's okay. So defend that. He hits for 6. Oh, shit. Okay. So he runs away. That sucks. Game always does something. So he hits for 6. I defend for 3. He takes 3. 1, 2. No. 1, 2. Takes 1 more. 3. He's not dead yet. But the sucky part is that the Lich King hit and runs us, and he runs back to the staging area. So now we're left holding the bag with nothing to do, which sucks. Nothing I can do about that. I mean, I think we'll still be able to take him out next turn. So that's gonna end our turn. I can't do anything else since he did a hit and run on us. Ready for the next round. Go to Gondor. Gain 2. Resourceful. Gain 1. Hey, Elrond showed up. Cool. We'll just use him to draw a card, I suppose. Yeah. We're going to push all the chips in now. There's no reason not to. Alright, so we have enough resources. We can 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's not it. 4, 5, and that will put Gandalf into play for real. So he's going to show up and do 4 damage. It's 4 damage to one enemy in play. I'm also going to pay 3, and I will put Elrond out there. He has the Song of Wisdom. Elrond is out there. What's up, bro? And he shows up, and he can either heal all damage from a hero or discard a condition attachment. There's no damage. There's 1 damage on Sam. I'm not going to bother. I'll just draw a card. Northern Trackstar. He's not going to help us this time. Yeah, can't do anything else. So we are going to commit to the quest. Committing to the quest gets us. Don't need Elrond to do that. I only need to. Technically, I don't need to win at all. We're facing 5. 10 in the staging area this time. North River Song is going to look at the top card of the deck and tell us that it is a pathless country for 2, so they will have 12. I just need to not lose by a mountain, but I need enough to kill everybody. So, all right, so I can commit to the quest for 3, 9, 13. 13. We'll win by 1. We'll put 1 on Chetwood, which I don't care. So yeah, all right. 13. Boom. Here comes Pathless Country. Gets them up to 12. We will win the quest by 1. I have to increase my threat by 2 because I used 2 hobbitses. That will actually draw Bill Fernie. I almost want to kill him out of spite because he's such a dick. So we win by 1. Travel phase, we're already, we haven't found Chetwood again. We are at the optional engagements. I will optionally engage the Lich King. And Bill Fernie finally decides to show him his asshole self that he's been trying to screw us the whole time from behind. And he's going to engage us as well. That means Sam doesn't actually auto-ready, so I will stand him up, though I don't think I need him to do anything. All right, so Shadow card to the Witch King and to Bill Fernie. All right, so we got to defend. I will defend the Lich King with Elrond, and Elrond's going to get just completely destroyed by the Witch King. I guess -1 defense, so Elrond defends for 2 instead of 3, but gets hit with a 6. So he takes 6. He takes 4, which is enough to kill him. So bye, Elrond. Thanks for showing up. And I will defend Bill Fernie. Oh, I can't do it. I just need enough to kill the Witch King. I need to do. He's got 3. He's got 2 health left. I need to do 7 to him. 4, 8. Oh yeah. All right, so I'm going to defend with the Ithilien Lookout. Bill Fernie hits him for 1, 1. Oh, the Ithilien Lookout actually survives that. All right, so he's dead. Discard that. Discard that. All right, so as our attack's back, Sam for 2. Mary can stand up. Well, look at Frito. All right, Frito, Sam, and Mary. Got to do 8 to that asshole. I want to kill him so bad. Hold on. Let's see what we got. Gandalf and Treebeard can kill the Witch King. Because they'll do 8. And he's got 7 total left. So I want to kill Bill Fernie too, because I just want to kill his ass because he's such a dick. All right, so Bill the Pony for 1, Frodo for 2, 3, Mary for 4, Pip for 5, Sam for 6, 7, and Rosie will give her 2 for 7, 8 to kill that asshat Bill Fernie. So he goes in the dumpster. Get out of here, dick. Actually, he goes to the victory display, even better, so he doesn't come back. Get out of here. You're gone. Go away. And to win the quest, Treebeard and Gandalf will do 8 damage to the Witch King, doing 1 more health than he has. So his defense of 5, he will take 3. 1, 2, 3, 10. He dies. Discard him. Victory condition is if there are no Nazgul enemies in play, the players win the game. We have successfully, boom, escaped Knife in the Dark in the ring race attack at Weathertop. We win the quest. Knife in the Dark flipped to the other side. It says, at that moment, Frodo threw himself forward on the ground, and he heard himself crying the words I can't pronounce. At the same time, he struck at the feet of his enemy. A shrill cry rang out in the night. He felt pain like a dart of poison ice pierced his left shoulder. Even as he swooned, he caught as though a swirling mist and glimpse of Strider leaping out of the darkness with a flaming brand of wood in either hand. With last effort, Frodo, dropping his sword, slipped the ring off from his finger and closed his right hand upon it. All right, resolution. We get to pick one. Starting with first player, each player may choose one of the following boon cards attached to the hero he controls: Tireless Ranger, Skilled Healer. So I'm going to go create those cards because I don't recall what they do. Tireless Ranger. What's the other one? Skilled Healer. Tireless Ranger gives me +1 defense and adds the Ranger trait. +1 defense is not. Healer. Skilled Healer adds +2 hit points and gains the Healer trait. That's really good too. Valiant Warrior. Valiant Warrior says +1 attack and gains the Warrior trait. And what's the last one? Noble Hero. Noble Hero says +1 willpower and gain the noble trait. I think I'm going to take Tireless Ranger because the +1 defense is fantastic. Starting with first player, each player may choose one of the following boon cards and add it to a hero he controls. I take Tireless Ranger. I would add that to Sam so that he has a base defense of 2. So being able to keep my threat low would be awful nice to have something a little bit more universally useful, like extra attack with just a hobbits. Some extra attack with just a hobbits would be. I would think I'd still add that to Sam so that he can attack pretty heavy. And he would gain the warrior trait. So if I ended up building decks with later on down the line that you have a warrior, I think I like that better. I'm going to go with Valiant Warrior. We're going to put Valiant Warrior on Sam, so Sam will now be a Valiant Warrior, giving him a +1 attack all the time. And then with Friend of Friends and his ability, he could end up being an attack of 4. So that's nice. All right. So these go away. And our next quest is Flight to the Ford, I believe. And that'll be the one that we run next week, folks. Yeah, I appreciate you guys jumping in and checking out the game today. I appreciate everybody on Twitch and YouTube who follows and watches my stuff. I appreciate you guys. Check out my YouTube channel over on Broncos Gaming World over on YouTube. You can also check out past VODs over on Twitch at Broncos Gaming World on Twitch. Follow me on Twitter, Broncos Gaming World, or Late to the Game 06 is the user tag on that one. Also have a Facebook group, Broncos Gaming World. Pretty much Broncos Gaming World, and you'll find me all over the place. I'm going to probably stream some Overwatch 2 Season 3 later this afternoon. Just to kind of check out all the new stuff and all the new changes. If you guys want to check that out, awesome. Otherwise, I'll put the VOD of that up later at some point today too. And I'll have a whole bunch of new shorts out sometime later this week, and a whole group of shorts on the Shadows of Brimstone Overwatch posse going to the frontier town and to see what happens there. I'll put some VODs out for that for anybody who's been watching that too. Again, I appreciate you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow morning around 10:30, around 10 a.m. Eastern. We're going to do some more Marvel Champions. We're going to do Captain America still against the Green Goblin. So that's going to be a hell of a fight because that's a tough mission. All right, everybody. Thanks for checking out the VOD again today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Actually, see you guys later today. Overwatch 2. Take care. Bye.